Hi, and welcome to the Wine Bar, where we do a quick, efficient bar routine, and I talk to you about wine facts. So today we're going to be doing a 10-minute arm workout. So I have my little booty kicker, which I usually use for balance. Today we don't really need it as much, but you can use a couch or a back of a chair or a counter or something that you have in your home. As well as I'm using wine bottles, as always. You can feel free to use wine bottles, water bottles, soup cans, weights, whatever you have that is comfortable for you. These are about 2.5 pounds, so I usually like to stick in the 2 to 3 pound range for these bar moves as we are trying to fatigue our muscles, and so that will get there a little bit faster. And let's begin. So let's start with our warm-up. So I'm going to raise my arms overhead, and I'm going to come down into a little bent over position. We're just raising and lowering, kind of warming up all of our joints. Coming down, we'll do this 2 more times. 2 and 1. All right, now lift one arm up and come over to the side. We're just doing a side stretch. And the other side, just giving the other side a little stretch out. We'll do that one more on each side. Ooh, just getting that spine nice and flexed, right? And then we're just going to come down into some easy squats. Get the glutes and knees and calves and hamstrings, everything a little bit loosened up. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, last warm-up move. We're going to do some lunges. So I'm just going to step back with one leg. Then I'm going to come forward. I'm going to step back with the other leg. Kind of do whatever you want with your arms. Just easy, warming everything up. Kind of getting all the little wheels greased. All right, one more each side. And here we go. All right. So I'm going to grab my wine bottles. I'm going to come into first position. I'm going to raise up onto the balls of my feet, click my heels together, whoops, as I don't fall over. And then I'm going to come down into a little diamond shape with my knees. So I'm using these as my weights, and we're going to do an upright row. Okay, so I have Cabernet Franc with me. So we're going to keep our spine nice and straight, and then we're going to just lift and lower the wine bottles like we're doing a little bit of a row. So I kind of have them out in front of me and then bringing them back. So Cabernet Franc is most well known because it's usually in Bordeaux, but it can certainly be made into its own wine. Also very famous because it's made in the Loire Valley in France. Also grown a lot in California and in Italy. And that's what I'm going to talk about because Cabernet Franc actually grows really well in Italy, but not many people know about it. And it's one of the better places for it to be grown. So we're going to do 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so now we're going to do some bicep work. So we're going to take the weights, we're going to bring them all the way down and then all the way back up, doing some bicep curls, right? So we're just getting our lower body kind of fatigued, staying in this position. Feel free, if you don't want to stay in this position, you can come out and just have both of your feet under your hips. But for a little bit more of a challenge, we'll stay in this diamond shape while we do our bicep curls. So 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go halfway up and halfway down. So all the way up and halfway down. Sorry. So Cab Franc is a really good wine for food. And it's almost better than Cabernet Sauvignon because it's a little lighter and doesn't usually have as much oak as Cabernet Sauvignon. And grows really well in southern Tuscany. I used to sell one from a producer named Ampalea and got really good reviews because it grew in the southern Mediterranean climate instead of in France, and it just really worked well in the soils, and it was very rich, and it wasn't green and peppery like it can be sometimes. So we're going to do 4, 3, 2, and 1, and now we're going to pulse. We're making sure that our abs are in tight and our biceps are really into our waist, right? So we're just pulsing up, pulsing up, pulsing up. And the other thing about Cabernet Franc is, yes, it can be a little vegetal. Some people also say graphite is a descriptor. So it really depends on the producer, and you can just try different areas and see which ones that you like the best, because it's a very fun grape. And like I said, it goes well with a lot of different foods, especially like richer foods that you need a little bit more acid with, and it usually works out really well. So, all right, and 3, 2, 1. All right, so now we're gonna take the weights and we're gonna do full, like, oops, I'm gonna move over a little bit, bicep curls, but we're gonna do them out to the corner like this. So we call them corner curls. We're still in our plie position and we're just knocking it out. So we're gonna come out of this little first position plie after these corner curls. We're almost done, don't worry. 3, 2, and 1. All right. So I lied. We're actually not. We're going to stay in this plie and just do 3 more things. So we're going to stick our arms out to the side. We're going to work our shoulders now. We're going to do small circles to the front, right? This is going to really tire your shoulders really fast. This is when the 2-pound weights really start to feel like 10 pounds. Ooh, maybe a lemon will drop again like it did last time I was filming, which was really fun. Okay, and backwards. All right, now I know this can be really tough on the balance, but just think about it. You're working on your balance and you're working on getting those muscles to fatigue in your legs so that we can make sure that everything is getting worked to the best of our ability in this short, efficient workout. All right, and 3, 2, 1, and now we're gonna just pulse up and down. So we're just doing little pulses with our shoulders. We're staying with our butt over our heels and our abs are in nice and tight. And woo, my shoulders can feel it, right? All right, and 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna bring it out in front and we're gonna do a little steering wheel action, as I like to say, little circles. I always feel like the pigeon driving the bus, right? When the bus driver says no all those times. All right, so still, we're almost done. This is our last move in this plie, and we got about 10 seconds left. So my shoulders are real on fire right now, but I know they're being worked, so I'm really happy. Then we're gonna move to triceps. And 3, 2, whoops, 1. Ugh. All right, ooh, shake that out. Whew. Those shoulders are spicy. All right, so now we're gonna come down with our feet directly below our hips. We're going to come down into like a little mini squat and come with our back in like a 45-degree position. And we're going to do tricep kickbacks. So now we're just going to bring them back and bring them forward. Make sure your abs are in tight. And I want your spine nice and straight. I don't want you to be hunched over, right? We want to stay nice and straight. And we're just kicking the triceps back. And we're thinking about all the delicious food we can eat with our Cabernet Franc. All right, 3, 2, 1, and now we're going to squeeze the bottles towards each other like we're doing little hand claps in the back. Like we're just kind of squeezing together, also working our shoulders. All right, and pulsing, clapping, whatever you want to call it, right? And then we're going to do this for about 3 seconds, and then we're going to just pulse up. So pulse up, 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 staying in the same position. We have our back straight, our abs are in tight, our knees are slightly bent, not locked out, and we're just pulsing back with our triceps, right? I even have my elbows a little bit bent just so that they're not locked out straight. And we're just pulsing. We've got 10 seconds left. All right, woo! And then we're gonna do a nice spicy 15-second hold. So 3, 2, 1. What's wrong? All right, and 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, we got a good upper body workout, doing all different moves. I'm going to put the weights down now. We're going to do a little cool down. So I'm going to spring one hand across my chest and wring out my shoulder a little bit. Right? Thank you for joining me. This has been really fun, and I hope you're finding the workouts fun and informative. I know it's a little funny to have bar workouts and wine facts, but I thought it would be fun, since I know about wine and bar, to combine both of them. So if you like these videos, please hit like and subscribe. I would love for you to join me. I drop new videos every week, usually on Saturdays, and I'm really looking forward for you to join me for more. All right, now behind the head. And other arm behind the head. And now we're just gonna do some noodle arms, noodle spine, because I've heard you're only as old as your spine is flexible. I heard that in a Pilates class once, and I always thought that was funny. All right. Thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe. I also have a link to my booty kicker in the description below. If you want one, it's there. Do with it what you will. All right. Thanks for joining me.